My hair is being so ridiculous, which is not unusual. Hello everyone, my name is Tabby. Welcome back to my channel Keeping Tabs, where today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the 4 books that remind me of my brother. My brother and I were 6 years apart in age. He was 6 years older than me, and August 24th was 4 years since he passed away suddenly. And although we are 6 years apart, I still use present tense. I know that's wrong, but I still do. Although we are 6 years apart, it didn't really feel like 6 years. 6 years sounds like a lot, but it didn't feel like it. We were always messing around at home. We were like children when we were together. Although we were adults, we were both in our 20s when he passed away. When we were together, like, we were children. We need to be told to stop messing around. We had to be told to settle down because we were just kids. We were just kids when we were together. He wasn't much of a reader to begin with. He liked reading books that weren't fiction. He liked reading nonfiction. He liked biographies and things about history and science and all that stuff. And he didn't really collect books. He just kind of read them and was over them. But he did have books, and there are some books on my shelf that still to this day remind me of him. So the first book I have to share with you guys that always reminds me of my brother is Ghostwise. This is a collection of scary stories for kids, and out of all of the 200 plus books on my shelf that I have, this is the only one that belonged to my brother first. This book is pretty ancient. It's got some marker on the front. I don't know if I did that or if my brother did that when we were younger, but it's all messed up. It has stickers and pen marks, and like there's a hole through this page. There's a clean hole right through there. I don't know how that happened. But this always reminds me of my brother because I remember going into his room and taking this book and reading some of the stories and being terrified because they were actually kind of scary. So although there's not like a physical memory of me and him with this book together, it always reminds me of him because it was his first. The next book I have is The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. This is one of my favorite books of all time, and I have a perfect memory of my brother in grade 7 when he came home with this book because he had to read it for a book report, a book assignment, or something. I was in grade 1, he was in grade 7, and he did not want to read this. So I remember us going to Blockbuster. I don't know if you guys had Blockbuster in the States, but Blockbuster was a place where you can go and rent VHS movies. We went to Blockbuster and rented this movie, and we watched that instead of him reading the book, and I remember that clear as day. Then when I went into grade 8 is when I picked up this book and read it for myself with that memory of me and my brother watching the movie. I couldn't remember what the movie or the book was called when I went to grade 8, but then I saw the cover and it reminded me of that moment, and ever since grade 8 I loved this book, and I always think about that moment when my brother came home with this book and was so over it he didn't want to read it, so we went to watch the movie instead. So these 2 books are tied to memories of when me and my brother were young. The next 2 books are tied to memories when me and my brother were older. These are memories that happened within the year that he passed away, or maybe a year before, so they're pretty fresh. The first one I have is Angel Fall by Susan E., which you're probably thinking, like, how is that? How? But I'm gonna tell you. So I don't know if you've seen my new to booktube tag, what's it called, booktube newbie tag? I don't know if you've seen that, but in that I mentioned that I actually started my channel 5 years ago, and Angel Fall was one of the first books on my channel that I reviewed. I had like 20 videos 5 years ago, and then I just stopped reading and everything and I took it down. But Angel Fall was one of the first videos that I did a review for, one of the first books I did a review for, and back then I was so nervous to like show my family that I did this because none of them were readers, and I was especially not down for my brother knowing that I had this because of course he's an older brother, he's gonna make fun of me, but not in like a hurtful way, just like the big brother way, you know what I mean? And lo and behold, somehow he found my channel and he found this book, and I'm in my room just doing whatever, and he comes in my room, he takes this book off of the shelf and starts reciting word for word the book review. He watched the video enough times to memorize everything that I said, and he reenacted it. He made it all big and extra, and I'm just like so embarrassed that he watched my videos. It was so embarrassing. I was actually gonna unhaul this, but as soon as I picked it up, I remembered that moment when my brother came into my room and made fun of me for having this booktube channel and reenacted this whole book review. I couldn't get rid of it. It has such an important memory. He also ended up telling his friends that I had a booktube channel, so I don't know. Maybe he was kind of proud. Maybe he thought it was kind of cool that I was doing this, that I had this hobby and I was putting myself on the internet and sharing my love for books. I don't know, but his friends later, after he passed away, told me that he told them about my booktube channel, and I thought that was kind of cool. And the last book that I have that always reminds me of my brother, and I will never get rid of it, is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So, when my brother was little, all he ever wanted for his birthday, for Christmas, for anything, was a BB gun. And of course, my mom was not gonna be supporting that. She did not give him a BB gun. So, as soon as he moved out, when he got older and he was able to move out on his own, he got a BB gun for himself, finally, after years of wanting a BB gun. And of course, being an older brother, he would shoot me with it all the time. And he had more than one, so I was, able to retaliate. But he always shot me. So of course, we would have BB gun fights with each other. I mean, it hurts, but it doesn't hurt that much. And the reason why this book reminds me of my brother is because I was just minding my own business, reading my book, when my brother decided to have a BB gun attack, fight, party thing while I was just reading my book. And I had my book like this, and I said, "Don't shoot me, I'm reading, don't shoot me." And he laughed, and he shot me, and there's a hole now in my book right here. I don't know if you can see it. You can definitely see it on this side. It went through the whole back page, and it went through 8 pages of the book. I was so upset because he ruined my book. Of course, he just laughed. He thought it was hilarious. He said, if it's not anybody else's book, then it's no big deal. He wasn't a reader, so he didn't understand, okay, the damage that he did. And I was so upset when he did this, but now looking back, I kind of love it because he left an actual mark on this book. And I can touch it, and I can feel it, and I can know that he was here, and this mark will never go away. I don't know. I just really like it. Of course, he ruined like the last 8 pages of the book because the BB went right through it. But it's still readable. It's fine. I don't know. I just really like having this mark here now. And every time I pick it up, I touch it and I feel it and I remember that day and I remember being so mad at him and him laughing at me. Yeah. Anyways, I thought I would just share this video. I don't know why. It was just a random thought. Well, I know why. August 24th. It just passed last week. So obviously I'm thinking about him. And so I just wanted to share this with you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I don't know if it's weird, I don't know, awkward, whatever. But yeah, these are the books that always remind me of my brother. And because of that, I will never get rid of them. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!